Welcome back to RPG Plus. Our next origin story is the Dwarven Commoner. So I already have everything selected. Let's go ahead and head
Greetings.
in and give a look at the presets. Alright, we're just gonna run with that first one though. Okay, let's just go all strength. And get that persuasion. That way we have the one we need out of the way. I am going dual wield. So more damage to the offhand. You know what, let's just put it in both these. That way I get my hit up and chance to score crits, and that way I'm getting some more health. I do get the dual weapon sweep anyway. So let's go ahead and go.
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, largest and proudest of the two remaining Dwarven cities. Once the seat of an underground empire, Orzammar now stands alone, cut off from the world by the Darkspawn, still clinging to the memory of its former glory. Below the vast statues and gilded halls where the noble families play at politics, the lower castes live in their shadows, scurrying to serve like their ancestors before them. Below that is you. You are casteless, the dirty secret staining Orzammar's perfect society, forced, along with your sister, to sell your services to the crime lord Barat. To the rest of Orzammar, you are proof that the casteless deserve their fate. But you know you do what you have to, the same as everyone, just to survive.
Alright, so a commoner is not in a good position in the Dwarven society.
I can't keep gambling on you forever, Precious. You've got a sweet look, something to light a man on fire. But you gotta make it count.
Please, Barat. Can we not do this in front of my brother?
Why not? He knows the slope of the land, don't you, boy?
Jeez. That's pretty. Now let's go complete ass on here.
She'd better, or everything I lose comes out of your hide. Before me, your sister was just another duster. Now check her out. Braids down to here, gold-capped teeth. She can recite elf poetry and play the string harp. Every man's dream. All she's gotta do is find a lord, squeeze out some kid who looks like him, and we're all living the easy life in the Diamond Quarter.
Please, don't get involved. You know that never goes well.
He's right. Whatever it takes to get out of this cesspool.
Listen to the kid. He knows the deal you made. He lays low and does whatever jobs I don't want to risk anyone valuable on. In return, I put out coins so you can doll yourself up and get a belly full of some nobleman's brats. Then you both go free. And I get to join the family and be called my lord for the rest of the little prince's life.
We've kept our part of the deal.
Well, Unless I start seeing results, we're going to renegotiate. I'm giving you another week, Precious. If you haven't found a patron, you're back to sweeping streets.
But I have. I've met someone. That is, I didn't want to promise, but he seemed interested.
See, she's found someone. I told you we'd
It's nothing
deliver.
definite, but he said he wanted to see me again.
Excuse me if I don't start knitting booties. Until I do, you're the one who's going to keep paying her debts with your service to the Carta.
What do you need me to do?
Your buddy Lesky's waiting outside. He knows what I'll need from you today. Don't even think about bungling this job. Your whole family's on loose sand with me right now. And I know you don't have anywhere else to turn.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
I've seen it before, I'll see it again.
And I feel like every time you do, it kills something in you. You were such a loving child. I hate what this place made you into. That's why I didn't tell you. Barat's been warning me ever since 2 of his other girls found patrons at Lord Harrowmont's reception. They've been getting gifts already. Lord Rooston gave Elsie a surface silk gown and she's not even pregnant. Barat's getting impatient.
I just wish we didn't have to kiss up to that cave tick.
You know the other options. Cleaning middens, begging, going to the surface. No. Unless you find a way to save us all from Darkspawn and become a paragon. We're pretty much on Barat's leash for life.
I don't know why I can't join the army and fight Darkspawn.
It's sheer folly. One more way the nobles protect their status. They say casteless soldiers are more danger to each other than to Darkspawn. That it's an insult to the smith to let us touch a fine-made weapon. Truly, they just don't wish to insult the warrior caste by showing that given the same opportunities, we could lead an army just as well.
It's kind of messed up. I mean, with as much as the Dwarven have been pushed back, they could use all the help they could get. Yeah. I'd rather we all be killed than admit they're wrong.
I have little love for the nobles, but they know, more than we ever will, what the Darkspawn have taken from our kind. Every noble I've met has had a brother or a nephew killed in the deep roads. Yet they let their arrogance blind them to the fact that we could help defend the city against the Darkspawn.
I don't see why anyone would think that. Aren't they doing anything to protect us?
Aye. They would even turn to humans for aid before us, it seems. There's been talk of an alliance against the Darkspawn. Even that the Grey Wardens have stepped up. But we don't have time for this now. Lesky must be waiting, and Barat won't like it if I'm late for my appointment.
It's not fair that Barat gets to push us around.
Money gives him power. He's got family on the surface, which means he can smuggle up lyrium and smithcrafts, and bring down silks, wines, and furs. And he played it smart. When he started expanding, he made sure it was only the casteless he shook down for protection, so the guardsmen didn't care.
And now he has everything a dwarf could want.
I hope there's more you want in life than to be some copper-plated crime lord. You've still got the chance to get out of here. Dream big. Be a paragon. Don't stop at becoming another Barat.
There's a lot of stuff that you can go back and say in right here. Someone like me could never actually be a paragon.
It wouldn't be the first time. Garelon the Blood Risen was born casteless, you know, before he went to the surface. And he came back and won the throne. Many paragons have humble origins. All that matters is that the Assembly recognizes their achievements. And once they get that vote, they found their own house, and are as noble as if the ancestors themselves had made it so.
Imagine founding our own house.
So what are you standing around here for? Go do something great.
That would certainly surprise Mother.
Oh, don't pay attention to her. She's just a bitter old drunk. She also said you'd never learn to walk or stop dumping in the bed. Make something of yourself just to spite her.
Okay, let's go this route. Barrett expects too much
You know
from
how
you.
desperate the nobles are for more children? They can barely field enough soldiers to hold the walls against the Darkspawn. If I could give one of them a son, the whole house would celebrate. And we'd all be raised up to noble caste to join the family. It's what Barat's betting on. That's why he paid for my clothes, my voice lessons. He wants to share the reward.
And didn't you say there was a noble who was interested?
Yes. That is, I hope. He certainly seems charming. He treats me like a real lady, not just someone to tumble and forget.
Okay, who is it?
I don't want to say, in case I'm wrong. It just seems too mad to think of one of the most important men in Orzammar with someone like me. Anyway, time is rusting and I need to get dressed. These fashions will be the death of me. 100 buttons on each sleeve. And Lesky's probably already outside waiting for you.
It's not fair that Barat gets to push us around.
Money gives him power. He's got family
Oh,
on
I already
the surface.
did that one.
And he played it smart. When he started expanding, he made sure it was only the casteless he shook down for protection.
Can he
So the
really
guards
follow through on his
don't
threats?
underestimate him. Barat has thugs who'd kill their own mothers just to work for him.
Lovely guy. So why does Barrett care about hustling you so
As far as the nobles are concerned, he still stinks of Dust Town. He's got money now, but you can't buy caste, you know? No noblewoman would risk a dalliance with him. His only chance to join a noble family is to claim kinship with a concubine who bears a noble son. And that's what he wants more than anything. Don't you? Imagine what it would be like not to have people look at us like we're sewer sludge. To think our lives are worth something.
Alright, I think that's it. Yeah, need to get going before Barrett comes
Stay
back.
out of trouble. I'll see you tonight.
As you say.
Start us off. Stealing.
What is it? I'm kind of in a hurry.
Oh, have you had much competition lately in attracting nobles?
Well, there are enough of us now that they have a name for us. They call us noble hunters. It's not like we're stalking them for food. If they didn't want what we're offering, believe me, there'd be nobody doing it.
Okay, why would a noble raise their family up if you had a
After
kid?
they tell everyone the ancestors cursed us because we're casteless, no noble wants that said of his son's mother. If I give birth to a noble son, I'd become his concubine, an official member of his house as long as the child lives. My family comes with me to ensure I keep no ties to Dust Town.
Okay, why do the nobles want children so badly?
There are few enough of us even without the Darkspawn. With the boys lost every year in the deep roads, Orzammar will only keep shrinking. The noble lords all need to provide new sword arms for their house, and their wives can't do it alone.
So yeah, things are very tough on the dwarf right now. On the dwarven right now. Okay. Why would noble raise our family up if you have this kid?
After they tell everyone the ancestors cursed us because we're
Oh,
casteless,
but
my family comes
Damn
with
it.
me to ensure I keep.
It's enough about
If
you
you want
getting
to talk
pregnant.
about something less icky, You'll have to think of it yourself.
What should I know about Barat?
Well, you've seen more of his bad side than I have. Barat likes to call himself a provider. He says he has the contacts to get almost everything into or out of Orzammar.
Why did the guardsmen let him get away with so much?
He's been careful. He arms his men with cast-offs. Nothing that would insult the warrior caste. And he feeds the guardsmen's vices. Gambling, women, fresh figs from the surface. Whatever they want.
If he's so successful, why is he listening to
It's
some
a big
noble?
risk. Gambling that a girl will get pregnant with a son. But it's the only way into the nobility. The only thing in Orzammar Barat wants is the one thing he can't buy.
Okay, I don't want you to work for him anymore.
I can't stand what he makes you do. I never thought my little brother would keep us fed by beating old men for their debts. But there are no other choices. Mother can't work, and there's not enough coin to be made sweeping streets to live even in this pit. You'll have to do what he asks. And just hope it's nothing unforgivable. Someday, one of us will find a better way.
Alright. Just leaving a bad taste in
Then
my
will
mouth.
you let me finish getting dressed? Or are you determined to talk right through my appointment?
Just one more thing. You heard
The
anything about
soldiers who
Darkspawn?
guard the deep roads bring mixed tales. Attacks on Orzammar have died down, but the breeding sites are bigger than ever. The Shapers say it follows a historical pattern. When the Darkspawn pull back, it's usually to mount an assault on the surface.
Never seen them. What do they look like?
Like a dwarf who was chewed and swallowed by some great beast and spat into a pool of acid. I saw the corpse of one Prince Trian slew, and I couldn't sleep for days.
How far do the deep roads extend?
The nobles say they once covered the entire empire. But it's been a long time since they were anything but a buffer zone against the Darkspawn.
Alright, I should get going.
Off with you then. Lesky's probably waiting outside.
We can open.
It shall be done.
Okay, so they equipped me with daggers starting out. I mean, the rogue side fits more, but since I'll be playing a rogue, I chose not to do that for now. Mother?
Who's that?
Yeah, must be.
Why are you bothering me? Rika?
Wow. No, Mother, it's fair.
Don't you talk to me like I'm an idiot. You think I don't know my own kid? What are you doing here anyway? Rika said you were finally making something useful of yourself.
If by useful you mean cracking skulls for a smuggler.
What? You thought you'd get a seat on the assembly? Do what you're good for. Get your head in the smoke. Your father was like that too.
At least you managed to get out of here.
Aye. Left me with 2 screaming mouths to feed, not a coin on the table. Had to join the clean crew for the smoke vents. Spent 10 years in those chimneys, soot a finger thick all over my body. All for you. So, you gonna show some sort and gratitude, or do I have to beat it out of you?
Cleo and hand me a Rika again and I'll kill you.
It was for your own good. The world's a cruel place. You had to learn that. You think you'd be where you are now if I'd let you hide from a few slaps? Everything you are, I made you.
I stopped listening to you when I was
You
6.
think it's that easy? You think you could just walk out of here? You'll always end up back in Dust Town.
I believe now you can drown in that thing for all I care.
Don't you talk to me that way. You're still living in my walls. My walls. Do you hear me? Don't you walk away from me.
Alright, Mother of the Year.
Very well.
About sodding time. I was starting to think I'd have to bust in and get an eyeful of that spicy sister of yours. Growl.
Okay, man. Just tell me what we're doing. I want to get this over with.
People wonder where that grumpy old dwarf image comes from. But fine. Boss says we're out for a search and discipline. One of his smugglers is holding out on him. Name's Oskias. Some surfacer. Barat got word that he's been selling shipments topside that never make it to Barat's ears down here. He wants us to find the rotter and see what goods he's holding back.
Right. He's stealing from her. I like him already.
Well, yours will be a short and tragic relationship. You ready to show him some pain?
Shows Dutch what Brat does to Cheers.
Poetry to my ears, Selraka.
What kind of character is he? Alright, he's a rogue. Skills does he come with? Alright. He's got stealth. Take that axe. Thank you. Oh yeah, I can put this on. Being attacked by a melee. Use. Oh, you can't use stealth, that's right. Gotta have higher skills of stealth in combat. So I probably won't even use this stealth.
You think I don't know who you work for? Is he onto me? Is he sending you to feel me out? Is that it?
Okay.
This is the end. A new archdemon is rising, and Orzammar will fall.
Sorry,
Learn more about
didn't know
Archdemons
this
later.
corner was yours.
Hey there, Carta boy. Care to try a taste of this? Hey there, Carta boy. Care to try a taste
I don't know why
of
she's
this?
repeating.
2 bits for the needy.
So needy. Who do you think you're looking at, old man?
I seen you around. You one of them Barat boys. You don't know from needy. Not until you're my age.
What happened to you?
I used to work in the mines, checking the new tunnels for bad air. Set me down with a candle, and there must have been a pocket of gas, because it went up like dragon's breath. Healer saved my life, but I can't half walk. What's a man supposed to do?
Any way I can help?
You got some spare feet? If not, a silver would fill that void real nice.
Anything you can give me? Yeah. Is there anything you can give me for my money?
Ooh, you drive a hard bargain, soldier. You looking for someone to shine your shoes, clean your pots, keep you warm at night?
Just tell me, have you seen a surfer named Ascius?
Is that what you're looking for? That's worth 10 bits, no?
Tell me your body might end up blocking a mine shaft.
Go ahead. Beat up an old man if it makes you feel better. I seen your man at Tapster's. I was waiting out back, but they wouldn't tip me the dregs off the ale barrel. Said it was going to compost. But I saw another Brad there with his surface money, and they served him. Called him Ascius, sir. Pah.
Did you see what he had on him?
You think I got that close? Tavern keepers, they know all I have to pay with is dirt. Now get out of here, you're scaring off the other pockets. Alms, alms for the poor.
Vermin.
So you ready to find this surfacer or what?
I can work. Anything you want.
You got any food on you? Please?
Who needs the Paragon Branca when you've got all this? Look at me, I'm the Pauper Paragon.
I wonder if the surface is so
Spare
bad.
silver? Don't look at me like that. I was beautiful once. I was beautiful.
I wonder
Okay,
if the
talk to that one.
surface is...
Alright, let's go up. Alright. Actually arrived in the city now.
Disgusting.
What are you doing here, Brand?
Ugh, don't touch me.
Let's see how people feel.
Hey, boy. You look like someone who could use a spare copper. What do you say?
You got a job for me?
No work, just money for something you're not even using. Much. You look like you've still got all your teeth. Nice and healthy. I craft replacements for nobles who have lost theirs. I can pay you real handsome for some of those. 1 silver for 2. What do you say?
To hell. Do you have any idea who I work for?
A rat wouldn't like you throwing that around. This guy's an artisan that's practically a smith. We don't need that high a profile.
That sounded like a threat, Brand. You know the sentence for harassing a resident engaged in legitimate trade is public flogging and 100 silver fine.
You think you could call a guard before I knock you out?
Gracious apologies, Master. We were just leaving. Right now, forgive my friend. You know the vent fumes. They mess with the mind. We're very sorry to bother you. Now let's get back before you land us both in a cell.
Offer withdrawal. I'm sure I'll find some other Brand who's happy to have it.
Ugh, don't touch
Out
me.
of my way. I'm going to watch the proving.
I think... Yes, that's Tapster's right there.
Have you heard? King's got a team who found traces of Branca in Deep Roads.
We may even name him successor of the Assembly.
It's been a long time since the last Grey Warden visit.
Get lost, Brand. I have no coin to give you.
Lesky, you old scamp. What are you doing here? Trying to charm me out of another set of ribbons for your girl?
Trying to talk you into being my girl, Olinda. You know my heart's breaking for you.
Don't you go saying that around my husband. Who's your friend?
Can't believe Les never told you about his best friend.
Hey, when I'm with a lady, the last thing I'm thinking about is you.
Well, look around, boys. I can slide you on the markup, being that you're friends, but I can't give anything away for free.
Let's take a look.
Just don't touch anything if you can't meet the price.
Not exactly much. Sell these. Oh, that's right, the bow will now appear in the others. Forgot about that. Go ahead and pick these up. That should be fine.
Ugh, don't touch me.
Sod off.
You mind? I have nothing you can afford, and as long as you're here, no one else will come.
Weapons? You're a merchant. Why do you wear a casteless face brand?
Same as you. It's illegal for me to walk here without one. I'm from the surface, so by the law of assembly, I'm casteless. But I think of the brand as just a part of the license to vend my wares. I use a washable ink, and when I return home, it's gone first thing. I cannot imagine wanting to wear the beastly thing every day.
I choose to live like this?
You certainly don't choose to live any other way. If you were on the surface, you could open a shop, claim land, and start a farm, and get legally married by the human chantry. Orzammar is the only place in the world that will treat you like this. Yet you all stay. I'll never understand it.
They say surface dwarfs lose touch with the stone.
And what has the stone done for you? At least on the surface, you won't be rejected by your fellow dwarves. It always seems sad to me that our homeland is the one place in this world where you're likely to be killed by a fellow dwarf. Now, unless you're gonna buy something, I need to unload and get home before the rain sets in. That's water from the sky, by the way.
See
Fine.
you have.
But try to steal anything and I'm calling the guards.
Alright, so he's got weapons for us. Armor.
Vermin.
This. Oh, I didn't see the mark when I went over there earlier. Una.
Watch yourself. The Shaper doesn't need your footprints all over his clean clothes.
You work for a shaper?
And well, I might. After my mother took 5 years of her personal time sewing fine dresses for the head maid at the Shaperette, Mother tells me they never considered a single other candidate when the position opened for underwasher.
Is working for a shaper that prestigious?
It's barely under the king himself. They control Orzammar's memories. They oversee births, marriages, death records, histories, everything we do or are. Except you, I guess. Casteless and criminals aren't allowed in a Shaper's presence.
Huh. Let's go ahead and do this one. I guess you're not looking for a quick tumble.
Get away from me. I'll tell my father you tried to violate me. I would sooner lie with a nug.
Jeez.
No time to talk. The Shaper likes his robes pressed by the time the hour chimes.
Barat won't want to see us without proof that surfacer's dead.
Alright, so there's his shop.
Get out of my face, Brand.
Don't even think
Should
about
be the
taking
entrance to the city, I
They
believe.
should send someone to pick up the trash. I assume this pile of worthless junk belongs to you? Do you realize it's in the way and that the patrols will not be able to come through? Move it, or I shall have it thrown out in the deep roads, and you with it.
I'm so sorry, my lord, but they told me to move my goods over here. I couldn't even set up shop in my usual place.
Nonsense.
It's true. They said that the servants needed to polish the floors on that side of the commons in preparation for the new commander's first commission.
Yes. The new Idukan Commander's Feast is tomorrow, isn't it? I suppose it can't be helped then.
Yeah, okay. So there's another whole
Very well.
section
You may leave your goods here.
that we can't get to.
Move them out of the way. Turn around, Brand. No casteless on the grounds.
How do you like it if I kicked you out of somewhere?
I think what my friend meant to say is we were just leaving. What were you thinking? No casteless are allowed at the Proving.
Alright, it's like their little kind of gladiatorial area. Oh, let's go ahead and go into the tavern.
The ancestors were smiling on my bets today. Another round from the house.
There he is. First, let's talk to the bartender.
No casteless.
Just tell me if you get a customer named Oscias.
Why would I tell you anything?
Take a close look before you finish that sentence. Are you sure you want to make us insist?
Oh, I didn't realize who sent you. He's here all right. Oscias. Right over there. Been nursing that same mug half the day. Paid up front, though. Good silver. What's he done?
You want to make that your business?
Sorry, just trying to make conversation. You, do what you have to. Just, try and keep it neat. I'm still paying for this space.
I suppose we can do that.
Hey, I'm trying to have a drink here. You mind standing downwind?
What do you want? I've got nothing for you.
Didn't know they let your type in here.
They say the Warrior Cast is hosting a proving so the Grey Wardens can look for candidates.
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a conversation.
Alright, so the Grey Wardens should be around here.
Can a man drink in peace?
I hear the Grey Wardens are in town.
Hey, I was saving that seat.
That's real thoughtful, Oscias. It's tiring work looking for you.
How do you know my name?
Empty your bags. You like what we see? You keep breathing.
Hey, you can't just... This is a public place. You got no right. I know people. I'm under the personal protection of a Norbarat. Try stealing from me and he'll...
And what'll he do when he finds out you're cheating him?
Look, I always been loyal to Barat. He's been good to my family. I know how much I owe him.
It seems like we'd be messing up the job. Then why you been holding out on him?
I haven't. I wouldn't.
And it's going to convince me?
I do have some lyrium ore. I have a little deal with one of the mining families. If it worked out, I was gonna bring Barat his cut, I swear. I'd be crazy not to.
Suicidal, one might say.
Who you been selling to?
Surfacers pay good coin for lyrium. Mages up there, they use it for their spells. Smiths use it in enchanted weapons. I just took the money and ran. I mean, back to Barat to share the profits.
Right. Give me one good reason not to kill you.
I've got a lot of lyrium. Maybe we could work something out. Share and share alike. I don't got any coin myself. I make that topside, but you can take the ore, sell it, maybe get enough to get out of this nest. What do you say?
Give me all you have, and I'll pretend you weren't here.
All I have is the 2 nuggets, but they're yours if you let me out of here.
Are you breathing smoke? Barat'll kill you if he catches you with his lyrium.
If he's not in, it's too much of a risk. Right. We better do this straight and just kill him.
No, I'll give it back. I'll find more. I'll get Barat double what he can make in a year. Triple. I swear. Just, please, don't kill me.
Give me one good reason not to kill you.
I've got a lot of lyrium. Maybe we could...
Okay.
I don't... What do you say?
We help you. Barat's after us next. Hold him still, Lesk.
With pleasure. Could everyone who isn't about to die please turn around for a moment? This may be unpleasant. Thank you.
You can't do this. Help! Call the guardsmen! This is murder!
You two let me know if you need anything. I'll be in the back.
It's just a bunch of rocks. You're gonna kill me for that?
Well, you shouldn't have tried to buy me with them.
No!
I'll went straight to combat. Alright. Done.
Now you fall!
There we go. Got the lyrium that way anyway.
I don't want any trouble.
Yeah, let's see what everyone says now.
Please leave. You're making me nervous.
My wife went to call the guardsmen. They'll be here any moment now.
Really?
I was just...
There was no one there with you a second ago.
Please don't hurt me!
This guy even see anything?
I'm sure he deserved that. Good job.
Alright, let's get going. Over to his shop.